NYPD officers fire shots that kill a man who they say was armed with a military-grade weapon.
And just blocks away, a cruiser crushed up against a utility pole. And now we have learned all of this started with a fight between a tenant and his landlord. Good evening. I'm Christine Johnson.
I'm Maurice Dubois. CBS 2's Tony Aiello live at the scene in Belmont to take us through what happened. Tony.
Police activity spread across several blocks of this Bronx neighborhood, but centered right here at 181st and Prospect, where police say two officers opened fire on a 52-year-old man who was armed with a knife. They shot him dead. It started with a dispute at this home at 2131 Prospect Avenue.
Coming over as a male stabbed, face the purpose of male black, is in the apartment on the first floor.
Police say a 52-year-old man and his landlord got into a confrontation, during which the tenant pulled out this knife, described as military style. A 911 call brought police to the scene, and a tense encounter with the tenant at the intersection of Prospect and 181st Street.
The officers confronted this subject and repeatedly directed him to drop the knife. The subject then turned towards the officers with the knife in hand, and the two officers discharged a firearm, striking the subject.
The suspect was taken to St. Barnabas Hospital, where he died of his wounds. Reaction in the neighborhood somewhat muted.
He shouldn't have had a knife, and maybe he should have dropped it, but they didn't have to kill him.
As police rushed to the scene, this patrol car from the 46th precinct smashed into a utility pole at the corner of 180th Street and Belmont.
When I looked over to the left, I heard the screeching, and then bang, boom, they hit the light pole there.
The airbags deployed, but no officers were seriously injured. Back here at the scene of the police shooting, we are told the entire encounter with the knife-wielding man was captured on both officers' body-worn cameras. One of these cops has 2 years on the job. The other has 3 years on the job. We're told they were about 10 feet away from the suspect when they opened fire. The Bronx District Attorney's Office now will investigate to see if this use of deadly force was justified. Live in Belmont, Tony Aiello, CBS 2 News.